Do you want to turbocharge your savings? Have you ever wondered how your money can work for you? Welcome to an exciting journey that will answer these questions and more. Today we're diving into the world of compound interest. This isn't just a fancy financial term. It's a powerful tool that can turn your hard-earned money into a diligent worker bee, buzzing away to grow your wealth. Understanding compound interest is like having a secret weapon in your financial arsenal. It's the reason why some people seem to effortlessly grow their wealth while others struggle. It's the silent hero behind many success stories. Imagine for a moment a snowball rolling down a hill. As it rolls, it gathers more snow, growing bigger and faster. That's a bit like how compound interest works, so buckle up and get ready for an exhilarating ride into the world of finance. Stay tuned as we unravel the magic of compound interest. Before diving into compound interest, we need to understand the basics of interest. Imagine this. You're a generous soul, lending a friend $100. But in return, you ask for a small favor, a 10% interest rate. That means your friend will give you back $110 after a year. Simple, right? Now let's add a twist. Let's say your friend couldn't pay you back after a year and needed another year. In the world of simple interest, you'd still get the same $10 at the end of the second year, so your friend would owe you $120 in total. This is how simple interest works. It's calculated on the initial amount you lent, or in financial jargon, the principal. Now that you've mastered simple interest, it's time to level up to compound interest. Compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world, or so Einstein allegedly said. But what exactly is this financial marvel that even caught the attention of one of the world's greatest minds? Well, let's peel back the layers and delve into the world of compound interest. First, let's make sure we understand the concept of interest in its simplest form. Interest is the cost of borrowing money. It's the extra amount you pay back on top of the original amount you borrowed. Now, in the world of savings and investments, this interest is the extra money you earn for lending your money to the bank or any other institution. But here's where things get really interesting. With compound interest, you're not just earning interest on the original amount you put in, or as the financial world calls it, your principal. Oh no, you're earning interest on your interest. That's right, the interest you earn also earns its own interest. It's a bit like a snowball effect. The snowball starts small, but as it rolls downhill, it picks up more snow, growing bigger and bigger. Let's consider an example. If you put $100 into a savings account with an annual interest rate of 5%, after the first year, you'd have $105. Now in the second year, you're not just earning interest on the initial $100, but also on the extra $5 you earned in interest from the first year. By the end of the second year, you'd have a total of $110.25. That extra quarter came from the interest earned on your first year's interest. That, my friends, is compound interest at work. So, how does compound interest work its magic? Let's find out. Stay tuned because we're about to venture further into the captivating world of compound interest, where your money works for you, and every cent has the potential to multiply. You're about to discover the secret sauce that makes compound interest so powerful. Imagine you're a baker. You've got a magic yeast that doubles the size of your dough every hour. You start with a small lump at 6 in the morning. By 7, it's twice as big. By 8, it's quadrupled. By noon, you've got enough dough for a whole town's worth of bread. This is the essence of compound interest. It's the magic yeast of your savings. Here's how this magic works. You start with your initial investment or principal. You earn interest on that principal, which gets added back into the pot. The next time interest is calculated, it's on this larger amount. This process repeats with your interest earning interest, which earns more interest, and so on. Now, the speed at which your savings grow depends on two key factors: time and the rate of interest. Time is your best friend when it comes to compound interest. The longer you let your savings bake, the more they'll grow. Let's return to our bakery. Say you start with one lump of dough. Let's call it $100. The magic yeast, or interest rate, is 5%. After 1 year, your dough has grown to $105. But here's where the magic starts. The next year, you're not just earning interest on the original $100, but on the full $105. That's compound interest. Then there's the rate of interest. The higher the rate, the faster your savings grow. Going back to our bakery, if the magic yeast could triple the dough every hour, instead of doubling it, you'd have even more bread by noon. Compound interest is a powerful tool, but remember, it's a slow bake. The true magic happens over years, even decades. It's not about getting rich quick, but about steadily building your wealth over time. The power of compound interest lies in its ability to accelerate your savings growth over time. Now you might be asking, what's in it for me? Well, let's dive into the benefits of compound interest, and you'll see why it's been dubbed the eighth wonder of the world. Firstly, compound interest is the secret sauce to growing your savings. Imagine you're a squirrel, diligently gathering acorns for the winter. With simple interest, each acorn you gather stays an acorn. But with compound interest, each acorn has the potential to sprout into an oak tree, producing even more acorns. Over time, your pile of acorns could turn into a forest. That's the power of compounding. It allows your savings to grow exponentially rather than linearly. Your money works for you, earning more money, and that earned money earns even more. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing larger and faster with each turn. Secondly, compound interest is a potent tool for wealth building. It's the cornerstone of any sound investment strategy. Whether you're investing in stocks, bonds, or real estate, the principle of compounding applies. Your returns on investment aren't just a one-time deal, they're reinvested and continue to generate additional earnings. It's like having a golden goose that lays golden eggs, and those eggs hatch into more golden geese. Over time, your wealth multiplies, and your financial future gets brighter. Lastly, compound interest can help you reach your financial goals faster. Whether you're saving for a new car, a dream vacation, or an early retirement, compound interest can speed up the journey. It's like having a supercharged engine in your savings vehicle. You'll reach your destination sooner and with less effort. So, to sum it up, compound interest can turbocharge your savings, multiply your wealth, and propel you towards your financial goals. It's not magic, it's mathematics. And the best part? It's accessible to everyone, regardless of income level. All it takes is time, patience, and a commitment to regular saving and investing. Yes, compound interest can be your best friend when it comes to building wealth. And who doesn't want a friend like that? So how can you start reaping the benefits of compound interest today? Let's dive into the practical side of things. The first strategy is to start early. The beauty of compound interest lies in the power of time. The longer your money is invested, the more time it has to grow exponentially. For instance, if you start saving in your 20s instead of your 30s, you could end up with twice as much money by the time you retire. So, set up that savings account or investment fund as soon as you can. Remember, the early bird doesn't just get the worm, it gets the whole worm farm. The second strategy is regular savings. Consistency is key here. Even if you can only put aside a small amount each month, do it. It's not about how much you save, but how regularly you do it. Think of it like a fitness routine. You wouldn't expect to become fit after one intensive workout, right? It's the same with savings. Regular, consistent deposits will keep your savings account or investment fund healthy and growing. Lastly, let's talk about reinvesting interest. This is where the magic happens. When you earn interest on your savings or investments, don't take it out. Leave it in there to continue growing. This is the compounding part of compound interest. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. The snowball starts small, but as it rolls down and picks up more snow, it grows bigger and bigger. The same goes for your money. The interest you earn can earn more interest, and so on. These strategies might seem simple, but they are incredibly powerful when used together. Start early, save regularly, and reinvest your interest. With these strategies, you can harness the power of compound interest to turbocharge your savings. Remember, time is your biggest ally when it comes to compound interest. So, don't wait another minute. Start applying these strategies today and watch your money grow. So there you have it, the power of compound interest unveiled. We have journeyed together through the fascinating world of finance, unraveling the magic of compound interest. At its core, compound interest is a simple yet powerful concept. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering more snow and gaining momentum as it goes. In the same way, your money, when compounded, grows exponentially over time. We delved into the basics of interest, setting the stage for our understanding of its more powerful cousin, compound interest. Remember, interest is the cost of borrowing money, and lenders charge it to compensate for the risk they take. But when that interest is compounded, it means you earn interest not just on your initial investment, but also on the interest you've already earned. Then we took a deep dive into the inner workings of compound interest. It's all about the frequency of compounding. The more often it happens, the more your money grows. Whether it's annually, semi-annually, quarterly, or daily, each compounding period adds more to your initial investment, resulting in a larger final sum. We highlighted the benefits of compound interest, a tool that can turbocharge your savings and help you reach your financial goals faster. Whether you're saving for a car, a house, or your retirement, compound interest can be your best friend. We also explored practical applications of compound interest. From savings accounts and investment portfolios to loans and credit cards, compound interest is everywhere. The key is to harness its power to your advantage. To wrap it up, compound interest is not just a financial concept, it's a strategy, a mindset, a way to make your money work harder for you. It's about understanding the time value of money and using that knowledge to your advantage. So, take what you've learned today and start applying it. Whether you start with $1 or 1,000, the power of compound interest can be harnessed by anyone at any stage of life. Start today and see your money grow. Thank you for watching, and remember, your money can work harder for you with compound interest.